What's good, Footy Culture fam? My name is Matthews, aka Matt, aka Matozinho, aka talking about the Euros, and today we're bringing y'all episode 37 of the Footy Culture podcast. Once again, I'm joined today by Jay,
Poland International.
Yes, sir.
Man, I don't know.
Dave.
I didn't know you can switch international. What's it called?
Nation
Nations so easily like that, eh?
I've only had under 3 caps for Canada, so easy switch.
When you play for Brazil next? What's up, guys?
What's up?
We got Jimmy,
Thirst quencher.
The German
last
lad.
but not least, man like Chris. Thirst quencher.
He's still wearing Juve, even
up?
though he still has hope. Oh, there's the
It's
other.
internationals, buddy.
All right, boys.
Little symbol right here.
So on the chopping block for today, basically going to be running through our tournament prediction for the Euro 2020 tournament and going through the accolades of what potentially top scorer, winner, best player,
What we believe.
etc.
What we believe can be.
What we think,
Yeah.
who we think will win those accolades. So without further ado, let's hop straight into these accolades.
What's the first
So
one?
we'll start off with top scorer.
Top
So
scorer.
I'll start-
Okay, this is a hard one. This is probably the biggest one.
You're gonna start off hard, eh? You're gonna start off right at
Easiest
the
one, bro.
bat. Easiest one
Top scorer
for you.
has
Who?
to be a man like HK,
No.
Harry Kane.
Nah, you think?
Okay, so in a sentence or two, why Harry Kane?
No, get 2 words.
Well, we saw what he did at the World Cup. He was top scorer there,
Yeah.
coming off a pretty spectacular season in the Prem.
Mm-hmm.
Was he top scorer?
In the Prem?
I think so.
Yeah,
Was
he
he not?
was.
Yeah.
He was.
I believe so.
Yeah, you got the Golden Boot.
He
Golden
did.
Boot. Also top assister, just coming off a tremendous season
Yeah.
in
Yep.
great form. England also looking like a pretty good team as well. I feel like with what England have at their disposal, they'll be able to provide Kane, and Kane can obviously provide for himself. That being said, I think Kane will be top scorer.
Yeah, to piggyback on that, my prediction for top scorer is also Harry Kane. Strictly because I think England are in for a deep run, whether that's quarters, semis, or finals, and he's the best striker bar Lewandowski, realistically.
Let me also explain why I think Harry Kane can be the top goal scorer.
So that's your
pick. In
So that's your pick?
my pick, it's either Harry Kane or Ronaldo.
No, just pick
But
one.
I'm gonna say the reason why is because if you think of, we all know Mbappe can score goals, and he's probably be up there as well. But Mbappe doesn't take penalties. Mbappe doesn't take free kicks. Kane Kane takes some free kicks, but he always takes penalties. Ronaldo always takes penalties and free kicks. So they have more variety in their game of how they're going to score. Besides that, there's no one else, in my opinion, besides those three right there. You know what? I heard someone saying how Kane wants to be like one of those players like Ronaldo and Messi, and he can't do it with Tottenham because Tottenham, we all know, is not a good club. The only times he can really outshine and perform better than anyone is when he plays for England, which is what he does. So my pick is also going to be Harry Kane.
That's 3 for Kane.
Man.
Yeah, let me keep track of this.
That's the thing with Harry Kane. I can see the World Cup. He got so many goals because of the penalties. And with VAR now,
Didn't he score like all those goals against Panama?
Panama, yeah.
and that's the thing.
Yeah,
For the
But
most part.
with England and the group they're in, they're with Scotland,
Scotland,
Croatia, and Czech.
Republic.
Like the hardest competition for them will probably be
You
Croatia.
got to look at that too. Yeah, you're
but
right.
you know what I mean? Like
Portugal and France are in the
Scotland's
same
gonna
league,
be
in the
is
same
gonna give them
group.
a hard time too.
Scotland might give him a
always
hard
gives them
time.
a hard
They
time.
he might be able to bang him maybe 1 or 2 goals on Czech that game easily, maybe. But you know what I mean? Croatia can give him some heart out there to fight for, and same with Scotland. But the thing with VAR that we haven't seen in a big tournament in a while. Did they have VAR at last World Cup?
I
Yeah.
don't think so. Did they?
Yeah, World Cup final. The first goal was because of VAR.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
yes.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Did they play? They played the whole tournament with VAR though, right?
Yeah.
So that's the same thing. Like getting penalties from VAR nowadays is a lot, I guess, easier, but at the same time harder. But I feel like they're easier to get penalties now. You know what I mean? Everything's being watched. So with that being said, like Harry Kane can definitely get those goals, but it definitely comes down to group man. That's where you get your most of your goals because again, that's where the lowest competition. Once you get out of group stage and you're into a knockout stage, like you're fighting. You're playing against the better teams here, and like the goal opportunities, if you can get them, like they're gonna be a lot harder. And like you guys said, like England do have a pretty okay group to fight for, but again, with his caliber and his efficiency and his clinicalness, like he's able to finish so much so well and create danger out the whole pitch. Like,
So who's your pick?
So are you also taking Harry
Sounds
Kane?
like
Yeah,
Kane.
like sounds like it's Kane.
yeah, I'm going to say Harry Kane too. It's hard, man. There's no like, there's no striker out there who can do what he does. Like you can say Ronaldo,
Well, you're
But-
forgetting, guys.
but you can say
You're
Ronaldo,
forgetting.
but-
Forgetting
Don't say Ciro Immobile,
no, you can. He's probably gonna
No,
say
no,
he's
no.
he's probably gonna say Karim Benzema, but Benzema too. Look at this competition.
No,
He's
no,
facing
no.
Portugal. He's facing Germany.
Who?
No, no.
Yilmaz?
I have
No,
a,
you
I
guys
have
are
a
for-
feeling.
You guys are
what Chris is gonna
forgetting
say.
one.
Oh,
huge
okay.
let's hear
striker.
Me and
Lukaku.
Me and Scotty-
Lukaku. But hey, Lukaku
How are you
too.
forgetting Romelu Lukaku?
Lukaku
He's going to
too.
be taking pens for Belgium. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
He has
I don't know.
60
I
goals
don't
in
know about
93
that.
games for Belgium.
I don't know about
He has
that.
60 goals in 93 games. Okay, relax. He has 60 goals in 93 games for Belgium, and he came second top goal scorer, carrying Inter to the Serie A title. You don't think that he's going to be one of the top goal scorers? You guys
100%
named
he will,
5
but he won't
strikers
be one.
higher than him, but I don't think those 5 strikers are going to score more goals than him, to be completely fair. Belgium are going to make a far run, probably most likely to at least the quarterfinals. They have a solid team around them, a team that playmakes. They have great playmakers on the team. And to have an informed Lukaku on the team to score their goals for them,
And
I think it has to be Lukaku.
his competition too. Like he has
Competition's
Russia.
pretty hard too.
Nah, not
It's
hard.
the same. It's the same level as England's, I believe.
It's,
I know,
it's
it's
Russia,
easier.
Denmark, Finland.
I think it's easier than England's competition.
Oh,
I don't know.
Chris, I like the pick. Lukaku's also second odds-on favorite, right behind Kane. So great pick. Can't
Yeah.
argue with it. to be
No,
honest.
it's a good pick because again, look at the competition. That's what I'm saying.
A little torn. I'm looking on Bet365, looking at the
Prediction.
top score. I don't know, man. I don't know. I get the fantasy behind Harry Kane. I really do. But the only thing that I think concerns me a little bit with Harry Kane is I don't know if they're gonna make it past the round of 16. Because you guys are thinking, if they win their group, they're facing whoever comes second in the group of death. That could be
Yeah.
France, that could be Portugal,
Yeah.
that could be Germany.
It's longevity too. It's like how far can your
He
team
might
go?
not play more than 4 games.
How far can your team go to get these goals? Right?
It's kind of tricky because of that. That's why I don't know, man. I was honestly, I might be leaning with Spatty here, man. I might go big Rom. I might be going big Rom just because I don't know who else is going to be banging kind of goals like Rom. I don't know, man.
We're missing a big shout out too. A player who got 41
Oh.
goals in the Bundesliga.
No.
I know Lewandowski, too, but it's like
Lewandowski.
How many goals is he going to score? Right? He'll
Doesn't have
score
any-
against
He
Spain.
takes
Morocco,
penalties.
he'll score
He
against
takes free
Spain.
kicks as well.
With
But
what
they won't be
service?
attacking as much as
Yeah,
like a
bro. How
Belgium
many
or England.
penalties and free kicks do you think are going to be going around?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I'm just saying.
Every
They're not giving them out like candy, bro.
every free kick is
Yeah, and he's realistically not going to make it past the group stage. Like it's going to be tough for them.
He might.
They might.
He might.
They might.
pass it.
You never know, but it's hard. It's going to be hard for Lewandowski to win that compared to these other strikers, like
Yeah.
a French. You could say Mbappe or Benzema,
Yeah.
like a Lukaku, like a Kane, like a Ronaldo. It's going to be tough for
Memphis
Lewandowski.
as well.
Memphis could be a shout too. He's had a great
He's
season
been
for
hot
Lyon.
for him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a little bit off the board here,
Don't do it to yourself.
and I'm gonna go with what?
You always do this to yourself.
He's going to say Thomas
Yeah.
Müller
How do you know?
He's gonna say
because
Timo-
Thomas
he's gonna
Müller is
say-
a prolific goal scorer in European football or in world football.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Thomas Muller
Damn.
because I think Germany have the chance to make a deep run. And I think he's gonna be their guy, man. Because who else is it gonna be? It's not gonna be Werner. He's gonna be creating the danger.
I was about to ask.
I think
where's
Werner- Muller, I think, is gonna be that sticky guy. You know, he's gonna pop up at the right place, the right time, and he's gonna take advantage of that danger. I'm going Thomas Muller.
I respect the pick, but I don't like it because Muller's a World Cup merchant, not a Euro merchant.
Damn.
So,
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know,
I never know. Yeah.
if you can do it in the World Cup, you can do it in the Euros, man.
What's the next
So
pillar?
recap quick: 4 for Kane, 1 for Lukaku, 1 for Muller. Right?
Yeah.
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 All right. Moving on. Next
I'm
accolade.
writing everything down.
Next accolade, we'll go with best player of the tournament.
Best
The player of the
player.
tournament.
player.
Okay.
This could be tricky.
So I'll piggyback off of James because I have written down Thomas Muller as the player of the tournament.
Really?
Because
Really?
well, when you hear my predictions afterwards, you'll understand. But I think bringing Thomas Muller back into this Germany team and Mats Hummels is just going to bring Germany like to the next level, and I think they're going to be tough to stop this year.
They have to though. With the competition in their group, they need these experienced players that just put in the work. They need this high caliber attack, high caliber defense, and they've proven it in the league. Like, why can't they be called up? Why do they deserve not to be called up? You know what I mean? Like, they deserve to be on the starting 11 as much as any other player in that team right now because of how well they do in the league.
Yeah, so that's my pick.
All right, not bad. Okay.
All
Matt,
right.
Matt
For
J.
myself, I'd say the player of the tournament is gonna be Kylian Mbappe Lotin. France are gonna win the final, so they're gonna have a deep run. And this France team is gonna be built for Mbappe. Mbappe is the future of this French team.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fair.
Yeah.
Prolific goal scorer. We know what he could do. We know he could put in the back of the net. I feel like it's bound to happen. He's definitely gonna pop up with some assists in there too. I feel like him and Benzema are gonna make a decent strike partnership. I think Mbappe will be a player of the tournament.
Yeah, that's always a good shout.
I like the pick because you know they're due for a deep run, and someone's got to be the star of the team, right?
Yep.
But for my pick, I'm gonna go Kevin De Bruyne, player of the tournament.
That was my second one.
He's due to miss the first game, I believe, but besides that, I believe he'll be healthy. But this guy, straight off a Champions League final loss, angry, vengeance ready,
Face red.
he is the playmaker on that Belgium team. He might have to carry a bit for Hazard because he's not at that same form anymore. He has Lukaku to serve, which is a great goal scorer to serve, and I think they're due for a deep run. Kevin De Bruyne.
Cali.
That's good. That's a good
That's a
shout.
good shout. That's a good,
Good
shout.
show.
For
Alright,
me,
Ismail.
a little bit of a different one. It's gonna be a French player. It's gonna be the player that Matt said Mbappe is gonna play alongside with. I think
KB9?
I think Benzema is gonna come in strong, hard.
Just destroy this. He's gonna
And
make
he's
this league. He's gonna make this
gonna
national
rip this
championship his
man.
like his.
He's
bitch,
gonna
sorry.
They're gonna say Griezmann.
No, he's gonna make
Griezmann's gonna have a good shout too, but Benzema, the level he's playing, knowing that he's back on the team, like getting the service from Mbappe on the wing, or if he plays striker with Mbappe, Griezmann behind him, like there's just so much quality behind him. And we all know Benzema is a poacher. When he's in the box, he's gonna finish. And I don't know if Griezmann or
See, when I see Benzema, I think he can still get played at the tournament. Like that's a great shout. I feel like he's gonna play like the Benzema role when he played with Ronaldo, not the Benzema role that he's playing at Madrid right now. He's gonna
Maybe.
they're gonna play through Benzema to feed Mbappe.
But it's good to have a player like Benzema next to a player like Mbappe because you know defenders are gonna okay, like we gotta close down Mbappe, we
right?
gotta close down Griezmann. Like this France team is so stacked that these defenders are gonna have so much time defending players. It can't be a 2-on-1 defending. It has to be 1-on-1. And can these defenders hold these players down? Like if Mbappe is already pulling one defender away and you have Griezmann here pulling another defender away, and Benzema's alone. And Benzema alone is dangerous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's got that aerial ability as well.
And that's one thing too. Like
Right.
you have options with speed. You have options with aerial attacking wise. You have options with positioning. Like this French team has everything going forward for them. Not that only one player has all three traits, but every player in their position specializes in something and somewhat and more than what they have. Their traits are just like beyond any other team's traits. Like their players are just quality wise is much higher than a lot of these teams put together, and that's the thing that these teams like this really do work well together because you don't have the two fastest guys just going forward running for the ball. You know what I mean? You have options wide, you have options middle, you have options going forward, you have options defensively, you have options everywhere. So that's again, if that's Karim Benzema's his pick. But for my pick myself, I feel like a lot of these like man of the match trophies, man of the like tournament trophies, player of the month trophies and stuff like that, they're looking more for like solid players in general. Not just I don't think it's more only attacking players now because you always say like, oh, he's the biggest threat, he scored all these goals, but look at BPL, like player of the month, player of the season was Diaz, alongside with De Bruyne. Right? They're not goal scorers.
Could be a defender.
But my pick is gonna be Kante for me.
Never know.
Because again, like since Tuchel's came, since
Modric-
he got his form back,
Modric a lot.
he's been getting man of the matches every week. Champions League man of the match every single game. You know what I mean? Like he can't score goals, but he's stopping chances from other teams scoring goals. And if he's coming against teams like Portugal and Germany, who work well both ends of the pitch, attacking and defending, Kante's going to be all over that pitch, recovering every single ball, running nonstop 90 minutes. And for players like that, like you need players like that, and they can last full tournament, not getting hurt, not getting injured, not dying out. Like he can run 880 minutes like back to back. Like, you know what I mean? Like this guy's running all game. So
I can't wait for that Kimmich Kante battle.
Kante's gonna be the big factor. I know it's gonna be all Pogba's in the midfield too, like, but it's Kante's just gonna control that midfield like nuts. He's gonna be holding that midfield down alone. Like Pogba's not strong defensively. Whoever's playing next to them too is not strong, just as strong as Kante. But like, let alone aside, like Kante's gonna be eating at midfield, whichever team comes against them, and if they can go all into the end, like he's gonna be a big factor. And like you can tell from the French players themselves, they know like they have something special with him.
Yeah,
like they appreciate everything.
The only gripe,
every team that Chelsea too, like look at their teammates. Like Kante is literally like the perfect player in the midfield. So like even the managers know like he's just a gem to have on the side. So that's for me, man of the player of the tournament.
the only gripe I would have with that is that I find it hard for them to give an award like that to a player who doesn't contribute much to goals and assists. But if they overlook that, then definitely has a shout.
But that's what I'm saying. Like look at the trophies that have been handed out now. Like Kante too. Like Champions League is a big tournament, and they've been giving him man of the matches too. Like a lot of players are getting that aren't only strikers.
Man of the match and then player of the tournament's like a bit different.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Players of the season too. Like you think Diaz player of the season, right? It's pretty big compared to like even Van Dijk last year too.
Kane got robbed.
Kane got robbed, eh? But no,
100%.
I think they're really opening up to their opportunities when it comes to players that deserve it. It's not just the attacker, not just the goalie. It
Should be like
given
that,
to
though.
anyone.
All right,
I think the spotlight's on Kante now too. Like everyone's talking about him winning the Ballon d'Or and stuff, so they're gonna be watching him. They're ready to give him an award.
Yeah. You're right. All right, James.
Who you got, James?
I'm with Jay here, man.
De Bruyne.
I'm going De Bruyne.
De Bruyne.
Solid pick. Can't go wrong.
Prince
with that.
Harry.
Prince
Yeah, I'm sorry to
Harry.
dispute.
I'm going De Bruyne.
All right, Matt. What's the next?
What else?
So recap, that was 2 for De Bruyne,
Mm-hmm.
1 for Kante,
Mhm.
1 for Kane.
Mm-hmm.
No
and
Kane.
No Kane.
Oh, sorry, no
No.
Kane.
So we
Mbappe.
have me and Jay
Benzema.
has KDB. Matthews has Mbappe. Dan has Kante. Dave has Benzema, and Spatty has Thomas Muller.
The thing
There
too
we
with
go.
this, with these player of the month, player of the tournament awards, it comes down to who's making the finals. You know what I mean? Do you see Belgium making it
most
all
of
the
them.
way? Do you see England making it all the way? It's gonna be either whoever wins the tournament or comes second place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Yeah. All right, Matt.
Yes.
What's next, brother?
So going off of best player, who do you guys reckon will be the best young player?
Yeah.
So as for
Yeah.
myself, I think it'll be between 2 of these young talents. Both of them play for England,
You gotta pick one.
but I think Phil Foden's gonna have a great tournament, man. Like Phil Foden's shown us what he's done at City, can play in multiple positions. Like that'll be the thing too. That'll be the thing too with England. I think they'll Southgate can play him like wherever he wants, pretty much, and he'll still perform. I think it's gonna be Phil Foden's tournament.
See, let's just move to Chris then, since you just did that little.
Yeah, you should have waited for your turn to do that.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to make it awkward. But it's backwards. But I'm sure you guys can read it.
Yeah.
What's it say?
Delict, come on. Delict's gonna have to. He's gonna have to carry Virgil van Dijk's bags right now because he's gonna have to carry them in that defense of De Vrij. But he's gonna. If he has a good tournament, Netherlands is gonna have a good tournament. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I like
If
that
he's-
point.
If he has a good tournament, Netherlands is gonna be a powerhouse in this Euro Cup.
I like that.
powerhouse. Either.
Powerhouse, man. I'm telling you.
I like that. I'll go. Might be a little under the radar, but my young player of the tournament pick is Ferran Torres.
Ooh,
I was thinking that's a good one.
Really? I don't know, man.
he can be. He's
For
going to
the
be
hat trick
starting for
against
them.
Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Morata is not going to cut it for Spain.
Oh no.
Ferran, there's room for him to slot himself in there. He's dynamic, goal scorer, and young player of the tournaments don't always go to the team that makes the finals, semifinals. Like, if you have a couple good games,
Yeah.
you can snatch that trophy.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, you got a point.
All right, who's next?
I'll piggyback with Matt. Definitely has to be an English squad player. Like, with all the youth they have coming up, and even the players they have in the tournament. It can be Sancho. Okay, no, Sancho no, right? Because he's going to be...
No, he can.
He can?
He's a
Be
2000.
Sancho.
That's the thing. Like, you have Sancho, you have Foden, you have Mount. Like, these players are so high level for their age. Like, they're able to put that work in. You know what I mean? Like, as much as, like, this might be their first major tournament, but, like, they're coming in to, like, really show why they deserve to be there. Still, like, you know what I mean? As much as every English player is going to say Foden and Mount is their future, like, we already know that, but they still have to represent and show why they deserve to be known as the best players in England nationally, right? Because they still have to show it, because it's been so long for England since they won a trophy like this, so they have to be like, we're the next gen, we're like the biggest thing coming out right now, so this has to be like their era, this is their time, right? So
Yeah.
it's Foden. Yeah, I want to go Foden.
Could
That's who you
that,
think is going to get the start, pretty much.
Yeah, because
could that maybe be an issue, though? Like, too many young ballers on the field. Like, who are you going to pick
Yeah.
to win that award? Like,
it has to
it's
be
too many of them on the field
It
at
has to be
once.
consistency, man. If you have one bad game and you're getting subbed out because you had a one shitty half, like you're done. You're out of the contention for that trophy. Like, you need to have a good game every single game. You need to have at least a 7 to 8 point rating. Like, maybe not man of the match because maybe you didn't score the goals that you needed to, but maybe you created the chances. Maybe you created the assist to the assist. Maybe you literally fought every single tackle. Maybe you created all these dribbles to create chances. But you need to be on the ball like 100%. Because again, like, you guys have one poor game in this tournament, like, and you can be out. You know what I mean? You lose points.
Yeah.
You're in second or third. You're not making next round, or you get knocked out right away. If you're not cutting it for these players, and even as a manager, as what's his name, the English manager, Southgate. I'm sure like if you're not coming out and you're not playing strong in the first like 10 minutes, like, he's probably gonna sub you off. You know what I mean? He has so much talent on the bench, like, he can literally replace you easily. And if you're playing a good 90 minutes every single game, like, you're definitely top for that trophy right there. So Foden, he deserves it, but again, it can be Mount, it can be Sancho, it can be Greenwell's not there anymore, but you know what I mean? Like, these players in this English squad really have to, like, are stepping up and really showing.
Ballers. Who you got, Dave?
How old do you have to be a young player?
99.
99 and up. So 22 and under.
So 22 and under. Let me double check again.
Is Greenwood part of it too? No, not sorry. Is Rashford?
Yeah.
Rashford, no. But Greenwood wasn't called up.
No.
Well, Mbappe's 22. Does that count?
No, Mbappe's at 98, though. He
He's
can't win
98,
it.
Yeah.
Shit.
99 and younger.
That would have been
You
perfect.
ain't finessing, bro.
That would have been perfect because I had Benzema as goal scorer and I could have Mbappe as a young player. But
Bro, I think everyone would have had Mbappe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could give you some names. Yeah, Foden, Mount, Sancho, Havertz, Ferran Torres, Pedri.
The thing
Yeah,
is
so
that
your pick was Foden,
my
right?
pick was for you need to pick a player who's gonna have those minutes. Havertz might not really get those minutes right now to start. You know what I mean? You'd rather have a player like Mueller on the pitch to replace him at the start. Like, Havertz might come in to finish off some games if Mueller's tired or whatnot, but you need a player who's gonna be having consistent minutes
yeah.
to really win these trophies.
You also need a player that's probably gonna go for a longer.
Not necessarily. Jay even said like it might not be the run, but as long as you're consistent and like had a
I
good
think
matches.
the run definitely helps.
You could say De Ligt. You could say Bastoni.
I want to say Pedri because I just like the player he is, but Spain aren't
Spain aren't scary, man.
scary, man. They are.
But they're like I said, like the competition is Poland, Sweden, and Slovakia. That's not a
It's
bad.
not the
It's not.
best.
It's not the best. So they can definitely. He can like put in the work here, and then maybe go next round, and hopefully, you know what I mean. They can like any team has a chance of winning this tournament. You can see from the last tournament too, Portugal. like drawing games, penalties being won, and last minute games. It's like last minute goals.
You
like,
guys
Kulusevski is going to be the best young player from that group.
You guys think Bellingham will get the start?
no.
No.
I
won't
think
get the
he
start.
will.
I think
He'll get
I
minutes.
think he can though.
He'll get minutes. He won't get the start.
He'll get a lot of minutes though.
Yeah, he won't start.
I want to choose him, but if he won't get the start,
Dude, Henderson was absolutely dookie today.
Yeah.
And it's his first game
Yeah,
back
he's-
since February.
He took the pen
He's
from
better than Henderson.
he's gonna put him in. You know how we all know how Southgate is. He loves Henderson. He loves playing thing on the right.
He's gonna
Trippier.
be, bro, they're gonna play 5 at the back with Henderson and Rice as a double pivot in the midfield. They're
Yeah.
gonna play a 5-3.
I'm gonna
Lock
go.
in your pick, Dave. Lock in your pick.
I'm gonna go a little bit different. He's gonna be an English player. He's not gonna be Foden. I think it might be Mason
No.
Mount.
It
It
could be
depends
anyone now.
who gets more minutes, right? I'm gonna go with Mason
Yeah.
Mount coming out of a Champions League win, facing Foden in the finals. Foden was lost. He was nowhere to be seen in that finals.
And Mount with that
True.
assist.
Mount with that beautiful assist. You know Kane's gonna want that. He can assist. He can
He's
provide.
he's gonna love it.
He can score goals as well.
He's
And
gonna
I think
eat that up.
I feel like Mount. I don't know what it is, but I feel like Mount has more variety as a player in general than Foden. We all know Foden has more he's just more gifted on the ball, but I feel like Mount has that vision that Kane wants more.
That
Yeah.
creativity
Right?
a little bit. You know.
I think he's a lock to start, too.
So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with Mason. I'm gonna go with Mason Mount. That's it. James, you're the
James.
last one.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go a little bit different here. Well, who do you guys think I'm gonna take? I'm
Havertz.
going.
No, not Havertz. He's gonna go English. He's gonna go
I'm
Sancho.
going. Nico Barella.
Barella. Ooh.
Ooh, he's a 99?
Didn't you say?
Pretty sure he
Yeah,
is.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Barella's a 97.
where are you going with it?
Oh,
I was looking at this list, bro.
Are you sure you're not looking at 2018?
Bro, best young player of the tournament odd.
Bro,
But I
Barella's
was-
your age, bro.
Yeah, he can't win it. I don't know why he's in those odds.
Why is he on the list?
I don't know.
That's awkward.
He's 24.
Yeah, he's 24. Bro.
Why is he on this list?
I
Bro,
don't know.
so they're just taking your money then.
switch it up then, brother.
Yeah.
That's okay. There goes my pick.
You're on the clock now. You gotta make a pick.
Yeah, now I'm on the clock. I was literally so confident that was gonna be fine. Man, this site is lying to me. I'm gonna go. Give me
Reece James?
no.
Adam Hlozik.
No. That's a good show though. It's a really good show.
Well, Alexander
I'm gonna go-
Isak.
This is tough, man. Fuck, that literally just messed me up. I had my pick set, and it wasn't even right.
I
Give me,
kinda like that. Isak.
Bro, Isak. I feel like Sweden will
Isak's
come
not a bad one.
out.
I'm gonna go. Good show. I'm gonna go. I'm looking at this site. I don't even know if I can trust it
Say the name.
because I don't even know if any of these players are old enough. Give me. Yeah.
Oh, you're
Is
taking so
Zaniolo-
long.
Bro, yeah, 'cause I got messed up. Is Zaniolo
Zaniolo's
playing
not there. No, bro, you're looking at 2018, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Give me Daniel Malin.
Ooh.
Is he gonna play?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Start.
know, man.
You don't
I
have
don't
to
think.
start.
I don't think he's gonna play. We'll see.
You
I
don't have to
know, man.
start every game to win it. Pogba won.
Yeah.
Pogba won Best Young Player 2014.
Yeah,
Didn't start every
But
game.
Pogba was like the biggest young name.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, I don't. Renato Sanchez.
PR. Renato
Yeah,
Sanchez.
Renato Sanchez.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, his name.
No.
Wise.
Entering the tournament? No way.
Yeah.
I have no
Right,
idea
no.
who he was.
Low key.
No,
Man, why was Barella on that list?
I'm pretty sure that's 2018 list.
but I like Malin because
It was
he's
2021.
a good player. He's a good tricky player.
Yeah. So Malin,
2021.
2 for Foden, Ferran Torres, Delict, and
And
Mount,
Mount.
right? Cool. All right. So moving on.
Mount, Mason.
Let's discuss who our flop is gonna be this tournament.
Ooh.
So who's not who's not gonna perform the way we expected them?
Yeah,
to?
which team is gonna just go?
Team or player? Team.
Team.
So for myself, I feel like it's gonna maybe be Portugal, bro. Low key,
No.
because they are in the group of death. I see them
No.
finishing third in the group, and then when it comes like to the next round of 16, the way I have it set up in my bracket is them against the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Netherlands can squeak a win against them.
Yeah, that's a
I feel like also like Portugal also have a lot of like young players coming in and like not a lot of experience. I mean, they have Fallen, Cristiano, whatever, so and so, but like I feel like the core of that team's pretty young and don't have a lot of tournament experience.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I feel like Portugal might disappoint.
You never
I'll go
know.
next.
That's a good shout.
I'll go next. My pick is actually also Portugal. I've been rolling through Portugal Twitter a little bit. They're saying like the team is a lot of like individuals. They don't really have chemistry right now, and like I don't know. Like it's no question. It's a lot of talent on that team. But
It's the chemistry.
can they put it together?
Yeah, I feel like it might be that like a lot of talent kind of thing, but don't know how to piece it together. Maybe, right?
Yeah.
We'll see. Like
Who knows?
they're obviously a favorite. Like
Yeah.
they're in that list. But if I have to pick a flop who just like maybe out of nowhere,
Yeah.
my pick is Portugal.
Yeah.
I think I only say Portugal. If they weren't in the group of death, then I don't think I would say them.
That's
No,
a
I
good
mean-
shout, though. Yeah.
But
It
even
is-
even
Yeah.
their last run in the Euros, or last run, like they weren't like crazy amazing.
They finished third place in my group.
That's what I'm saying. They finished third place in the group, and they were able to like sneak these wins across these teams, like winning in penalties. They can do that again, scoring last minute goals against
That's
France in the
true.
finals. Like
Mickey Mouse win, bro.
they can, but look at Greece. Look how Greece won the last time too, right? Like they
No,
surprised,
that's not a Mickey Mouse win.
but
They finished
they surprised everyone. Like Portugal can do it. Like as much as they can come
surprising,
third,
yeah.
like they can surprise like coming against stronger teams. Like their competition is.
Yeah.
They have those players to really step up and really put in the work. And if Ronaldo really makes this tournament his tournament to like really end off, like you know what I mean, like they can do it.
The thing is, the way Portugal are looked at right now, if they progress, it's not a surprise because their team is ridiculous. And if they lose, it's
This one.
disastrous. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I can go with anyone in that group of death right now. France too. If France don't win,
Yeah,
if France don't win this,
100%.
if France don't go out of this group in first or second, or sorry, first,
Yeah.
if they come out in the group
We all
second or
we all
third,
expect them
like
to come on first,
bro,
for
like
sure.
you know what I mean.
You never know. It's a good shout though. Portugal are in the group of death. I think one of those three teams can either flop.
But that's
and
the thing, like group of death. Like if you come out third, like it's like
You
fuck,
still have a
like,
chance.
It's just, no, but if you come out third, it's like, dude, like we get it. You came out third. Like there's a look at your group.
Yeah, exactly. So they can still win it. Like if whoever comes third, like Portugal did last time. So for my
100%.
so
Who's your pick?
for my pick, it's not going to be anyone in the group of death.
It's hard. It can't be anyone group of death because no.
I don't know why.
Like, group of death is
and Spatty, this is no hate to Italy, but
Yeah, obviously. That is hit to Italy, man.
it's gonna be Italy for me. I feel like
How can they be a flop though?
No,
I feel like
it can be
Turkey-
a flop.
I feel like Turkey are gonna be a team to watch. I think they're gonna be a team to watch. They have a lot of good players, and
Jumping ahead to the next question, bro.
yeah, that's probably gonna be my pick for that. too.
Focus on Italy
But,
and why not, not them.
I'm looking at the group. Wales. Wales have
Meh.
some players too that you never know.
Eh.
Okay,
but-
Italy's advancing, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
out
not.
of the
I'm,
group.
I'm choosing
what are you
Italy.
getting at, Dave?
I'm choosing Italy. I just don't think
The only thing that can consider as a flop is because they've had such a good run in the last couple games. Like you said, they haven't lost in how many games? 18 games.
I'm
More,
pretty sure
like
it's longer
26.
than-
So that's what
yeah,
I'm
it's
saying.
a lot
Like
longer than
they're
that.
expected to come out of their group. Oh, Mexico's already scored in the first minute. Okay, sorry, I'm being distracted here. Italy are in a good run. You expect them to come out of the group. You expect them to at least make quarters, right? If they come up against a decent competition in the round of 16, that's the
They
thing.
should be versing Austria.
If they
realistically.
don't come out of this group, if they maybe come out second in the group, like, and they lose maybe round of 16 against a decent team, not maybe a big roller team, it's considered it could be a flop too because like they had big hopes and they're running in the past couple games. Like they've been winning.
Yeah,
They have a good side,
Yeah.
but like if they
Did they have big?
But even if they lose round of 16, would that be considered a flop too, or is it more like if you get knocked out of your group?
They won't lose round 16. If they lose, it's gonna be in the quarters. Because round 16, if they come first, they're not coming up against a good team.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's the
they're
thing.
a flop.
If they don't come up against a good team and they lose against that team, that's not considered a good team.
Is that a flop?
Okay, yeah. If
Is that a
they
flop?
lose to that team, then yeah.
And
But
that's the
that
thing.
could be any big team. That if they lose to a small
So
team,
that's my-
they're a
that's
flop.
my-
But that's just a
Russia
spectrum.
or Ukraine
That's my shout.
in the round 16.
Yeah, probably. Whatever
Ukraine.
group from.
I'm going Italy.
But that's the thing. That your argument is that Italy has been having such a good run, and if they had one bad game, that's the end of your tournament. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
So that's where
Thank you.
that's not my pick. But my pick again, it has to be a team has been having a good run or has a good strong name behind it.
Yeah, it has to be a favorite or a semi-favorite.
And that's the thing. It's hard to pick a group of death team because again, the competition is so high. It's like anyone can come first, second, third, right? And I get it for Portugal because again, Portugal can lose in round of 16 if they have a hard competition in round of 16. But for me, Group E, versus like I would hate to say, but Spain, they don't look that like crazy, man. They're not the same team as before. I feel like they don't have their like style yet. Like they don't have their like core. As much as you have some of these older players in the pitch coming up still again, like you still don't have your youth isn't still like surprising. I know you have Pedri there, but Pedri too, like he's still developing, he's still young. As much as he's a great talent, the guy's been playing so much football this season that I feel like he needs to just chill out a little bit. And again, like their strikers aren't the deadliest strikers anymore. The midfield isn't the same midfield anymore. Their defense is lacking. Ramos isn't playing. Laporte is joining a fresh side with the national team. If the Gea starting in net, that's another worry. And their group too, like they're facing Poland, Sweden, and Slovakia, right? They should be coming off first.
Sneaky teams.
They should be coming off first, but you never know. These teams can do some work on you.
Yeah.
And if they come out second or third and have to face some hard competition in round of 16 and lose, it can happen. So I'm gonna have to pick Spain because again, their group isn't the strongest, and they might have trouble with these teams considering they're not a strong group.
Yeah, good shout. All right,
I like the pick.
Spadino.
Yeah. I was telling James before you guys hopped on. I have Portugal as well. Just because like France, of course, they're like the favorite. Then Germany, I just love their team. I don't know why. And then when I look at that group, Portugal is my third favorite in that group. Now, for them to make it through to get that wild card, it comes down to points. Like how many points are they gonna get? They gotta get a win on, or at least a draw on France and Germany. If they lose both those games and only beat Hungary, maybe beat Hungary because Hungary, James was telling me that they're a really good defensive team. Like they might not even get that wild card. It's
Crazy.
Like,
Crazy how stacked that group is.
yeah, of course. Like as you guys said before, like if they were in a different group, no chance that they're a flop. But in this group, I don't know. It could be anyone third place, but I'm thinking Portugal third place. And yeah, even if they get that wild card, they play Netherlands. I still see Netherlands giving them a problem.
But that's the thing, like that's so much. That's good competition. And if they
But if they go early, it's still a flop because they're one of the favorites.
Yeah.
well, like they're literally facing the best of the best at the start.
It's
Like
still,
man,
you can't go
look at
early
these
for a
other groups.
favorite.
Teams like
Yeah, is that
Netherlands,
real-
teams like
really a
Netherlands.
flop?
If they don't make it into the round of 16, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, they have better odds than like I'm pretty sure than like Italy.
Well, yeah.
But look at their competition.
Yeah, but look at
their
the group
competition.
different.
Exactly.
Look at the group
So
different.
that's why I'm saying.
But that's why I'm saying that if Portugal don't make it out of the group stage or make it out of the round of 16, they're a bigger flop than half these other big teams.
you can see it. You can see it both ways.
I 100% agree with Daniel because the way you're saying it makes sense. Yeah, but look at the competition that they're facing. They're facing two power giants, huge giants of the game of football. Huge
So
teams.
they gotta do it now.
It is,
Anything
but
can happen.
It's true, but just strictly looking at it with just how their team is, if they don't get past a group or around a 16, like it looks bad. They have the best defender in the world, maybe right now.
Yeah.
One of the best midfielders in the Premier League, Cristiano Ronaldo. Like,
You could say the same thing about
And they're
France
defending
and the
champs.
same thing about Germany, though.
and they're defending champs, so it'll always look bad, no matter like they get out
of course,
of the group.
of course, it's always gonna look bad. But that's the two things. If you can see it two different ways.
Yeah.
If you're a huge team and lose right away, yes, that's a flop. But again, if you're a huge team and lose out of like
The group of death, like it's
no, if you're a huge team and you lose, yes, it's a flop because again, like you're losing, like you should be winning these tournaments. But also, you look at it the other way, where like you're a huge team and you're losing against like these smaller teams. No, you're losing against smaller teams. It's like that's a flop too. Like, do you see a flop as like you should have won the tournament period, or like how are you losing to like these shitty teams here?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It'll see how the games go.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as to the fact like you should be like winning. You should be coming out of this group stage first, no matter what, and going into quarters. But I guess you're seeing it as like this team should win the whole tournament. If they don't lose, if they don't win, you know what I mean, you're a flop. So there's two different ways of seeing it, but no, both have their arguments, and we're talking about it, so it's good. Yeah.
James looks.
Who you got, James?
Yeah, James looks a little quiet there.
I'm going England.
That's cheeky. I like
The
it.
Lions.
Good
And
pick.
that's the thing
That's a good
too.
pick, though. That's a really
That's the
good
thing
pick.
too, because England have good competition in their league, and again, they should be coming out of this group with flying colors like easily.
That's a good
But
shot.
and that's the
actually.
thing, and if
I
they,
think they're going to come out of the group, but they're not going to go as far as a lot of people think they're going to go.
Yeah.
Considering the talent that's on their team, like they should probably be in the final.
so you're seeing it
If you're
as
talking
this.
about the strongest teams on paper. You're probably talking about France, and you're probably talking about England. Realistically, as like 1-2.
Yeah.
But I
That's
think
facts. That's facts.
So you're seeing it as this team,
And I
you're
think
seeing,
that,
you're seeing it as Team England should be winning this tournament, and if you lose, like you shouldn't. That's a flop.
Or making it to
You
semifinals.
should-
Well, I think like the team you're choosing. I think you need to look at like if you're a fan of that team or if you're that country. What are your expectations going into the tournament? If you're France,
And what's a flop?
if you're potentially Portugal, if you're England, every tournament England goes into apparently it's coming home. You know what I mean? So I think like you have to think of their expectations as a fan base, and their expectations as a fan base is always we need to win.
So what's
Right, especially now this is like another golden generation for them. Their players have all had phenomenal seasons, and I think anything less than even what would you guys even take? Anything less than a finals appearance would be.
I would say
That's-
semis. They have to at least make
that's
semis.
what I was going to
Yeah,
ask you.
finals
Like,
appearance.
what's your cutoff point? Like, what's a good tournament for England? Like, what's the best?
finals.
I would say at least semis for them. They have to at
A
least
good
make semis.
a good tournament for England is semifinals for me too.
It's
Like,
gonna be hard though because if England do finish first in their group, they play second in Group F, so they could play France, Germany, or Portugal,
and
right?
that's the
So
thing too,
Yeah.
right?
It's
Like,
gonna be tough that round of 16 matchup. So who knows, right?
like
Yeah.
that's what I'm
what
saying. Like,
bro.
on paper, this team looks like they should be at least semifinal quality, but if they lose round of 16 or quarterfinals, like it is considered a flop. But look at the competition too. Like
that they can face.
you're facing next round, you're facing Germany, France, or Portugal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's all about expectation. Like
Yeah,
like Italy
it's based on
have a pretty great squad, but people aren't expecting them to do much. Like I saw a Bleacher Report post
Sounds like
highlighting the
flop.
best squads of the tournament. They posted 8 teams, and none of them were Italy.
Yeah,
So-
so how that goes against your reason of being a flop, because how can they flop if they don't have any expectations?
Man.
But also
still think they're a
look
pretty
at what
flop.
we see, like where we live. Like a lot of people are supporting Italy, but look at their record as a national team. Like their season has been the competition has been doing well. Like 20-something plus games, not undefeated. Like yes, because again, look, you have Netherlands, you have Germany, you have France, you have Portugal, you have England. What was the other team? Belgium, Spain. I don't know, Netherlands. Like these are other teams
Sure.
that should be winning the tournament too. But like from Italy itself and how they've been doing in the past couple games, winning all these games, like they should be doing just as well as we expect them to. But if they don't, then they're flop. Yeah.
So good shouts. Good
Yeah,
shouts. for
Italy
everyone.
have the squad. Italy have the squad to do the job. I think they just don't have the PR. It's that simple.
It
Like
could-
no
yeah.
one even knows about this. No one
Yeah.
knows about this unbeaten run.
That's
A
the
lot of
thing.
people
That's
don't
the
know
thing.
about it.
You
That's
don't
good.
hear
That's
don't
good.
hear much about it because again, Italy's not the face right now. The face of Europe is France, Germany, and England and Portugal. One, because they're in the group of death,
In England, yeah.
and two, because last Euro winner Portugal and last World Cup winner France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Italy hasn't been talked since what, 2012.
2006.
the last Euros, realistically, they didn't make the last World Cup.
But like, what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When was their best performance in like national level?
06.
finals.
Probably when they made the finals in 2012. Yeah.
Euros 2012, right? So like that's the thing. Since your team hasn't been doing well since then, like you don't hear much about it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Matt. What's next, brother?
What's the next one?
All right, so recap 3 Portugal,
Yeah.
France.
Portugal,
Yo.
Spain, Italy, England.
All right, so contrasting off of biggest flop, who's going to be the biggest surprise of the tournament?
I'll start first.
Dark horse.
I'll start first, since I already
Go
said
ahead.
one of my in my last pick, Turkey. I feel like Turkey have so much untapped potential in their players. Yilmaz coming off a great season. Great season from Yilmaz with Yaziki behind him now.
Name a few more players on Turkey.
Yaziki, Yilmaz, Gülkes Under, Demiral, Soyuncu. We have Hakan Çalhanoğlu.
Hey,
Man,
That's fair, bro. That's fair.
those are good players,
You're a
man.
fan, bro. You're a fan.
You should
Yeah,
see his Turkish passport.
You're
Man.
good. You're good.
Ahadi.
Dave
But man,
Kurdish, eh?
I think they're gonna be a good team. I think they could come second if Italy come first. I'm expecting Italy to come first, even though I said they're gonna be a flop. It would be bad.
That's a good shout because you expect them to come out first, but if they don't, then they're a flop.
Then it's a flop.
Yeah, it's true.
right?
It's true.
So
yeah.
I can see Turkey coming out of that group, and if their players step up, man, they can go to the. I mean, they might go to the quarterfinals. You never know. But that's my
They
team.
can make quarters. If they make it through, they play like Russia or
That's
something.
why. Like I feel like they could make quarters.
Look,
Yeah,
So,
whoever
It's,
comes second in that
it's the
group.
matchup. It's the matchup.
Yeah, they can do
It comes
decent.
down to matchup. You know what I mean? So
So Turkey's my team, boys.
I like it. I could go.
Go.
Piggybacking, my pick is also Turkey.
You all these turds.
Ridiculous squad, to be honest. It's actually a
is.
really underrated squad.
It is.
it's
And Turkey,
low key.
Turkey have pulled out fat tournament runs in the past. 02 World Cup, they came third. Euro 08, they came fourth. So, like, they have the history of pulling out these tournament runs, and they have the talent right now.
And they have a great fan base too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Huge
why not?
fan
The
base.
Turks love football, bro. They
They're
love
crazy.
football, bro.
Facts.
Did you see them commenting on Sherlock's Instagram picture telling him to come back to that team? It was like 3.5 million
That was on
comments.
Spurs?
Yeah.
Have so far.
Yeah, 3.5 million comments. It was the most commented on Instagram picture of all time.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he had to
Yeah.
he had to come out with a message on Instagram saying for all the Turkey fans to stop commenting and liking his pictures because it's a little too
It was
much
like
and
one of the most. Of all time.
it's a little bit it's getting into his personal life which he doesn't like, which is so crazy for him to do
Yeah.
that. That's crazy.
Who's the player
And
again?
bro,
Sorry.
the picture before that one was the Turkish fans commenting on Diego Costa's picture, telling him to come to Turkey.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
Ruthless,
Turkish
bro.
fans like
It was ruthless.
Turkish fans are like crazy. Like, wouldn't you not want to watch like a Besiktas Galatasaray game live at the stadium? Like, dude.
That's crazy.
Really nuts.
Sorry, not Besiktas. Fenerbahce.
Yeah.
Fenerbahce Galatasaray. That's the matchup.
All right, who's next?
Facts.
If I had to pick a surprise, I think I might have to go with Le Orange, the Oranje, Netherlands, man.
No,
I feel like
you think
Netherlands
that's a
can
dark
make
horse?
a decent little run.
Yeah.
Are they considered a dark horse though?
Low key, man, bro. We're counting on to win.
Yeah, I think that's a dark
I
horse.
think
They're
that's
not a
dark horse.
favorite.
They didn't make
Yeah, they're
the
not.
Euro. Did they make the World Cup last time?
No World Cup or Euro.
That's why. So I can
Yeah,
count
Now
them
is
as-
their
I
time
see-
to shine.
I mean, like
Yeah.
history-wise, you expect Netherlands to be great, but again, in the past like so many years, they haven't done so much nationally. So yeah, I guess you can say like this is their time. Maybe you're right. Yeah.
I know they have no Van Dyke, but like we said, potential young player of the tournament, De Ligt, is gonna have to step up and anchor that defense.
They have
Uh,
the Vrij.
And he still has a bloody good partner in De Vrij.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's not like the back line's like a sorry back line. They're decent, bro.
Some of the lineups I was seeing showing them play 3 at the back or 5 at the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got De Ligt back there. They got a man like Frankie de Jong coming off a great season for Barcelona. He'll be integral to that Netherlands side. Also, man like Memphis Depay, probably having like one of the best seasons of his career.
Yeah.
If he could replicate that form now for the national team, I feel like Netherlands could be scary, man.
Yeah.
And the way I got my bracket set up, I do have Netherlands versus Portugal in that round of 16 match, and I did say Netherlands will beat Portugal.
I got
And then
that
going to that quarterfinal, it'd be the winner of Turkey Russia. So Netherlands Turkey
semifinals.
quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's what side of the bracket are you on, kind of
Semi.
thing,
That's
right?
a route right there.
It's what side of the bracket you're gonna be heading to, and if you have an easier run than the other side.
Yeah, you never know. Good shout.
Yep.
Spatty?
Okay, so I wasn't sure if you guys would allow me to put Italy as a dark horse. If not, I was going to
No,
go
no,
Turkey.
no. Go Italy, because they deserve it. Like Matt said, like if you're out of the game for so many years, then you're kind of restarting now, kind of thing. Like if you're not a consistent team, like Netherlands hasn't been consistent for how many years now? 6 years. Italy, same thing. 2012 was their last great national team performance. So if they're able to come out and like, surprise us now with a win or even a quarterfinal run or semifinal run,
Yeah.
that's a dark horse to me.
Yeah.
Give us your point, Chris.
Yeah, so Italy. So they didn't make the last World Cup. The World Cup before that, they got knocked down the group stage. And like ever since then it's been rough. But this is the first team I've seen in a while that could actually do something. They have an experienced defense, goalkeeper, amazing goalkeeper, young amazing goalkeeper, midfield, one of the best midfield I would say at the Euros.
Yeah, facts.
Forwards they have, it's just a matter of if they get going at the Euros. And if they could get going like a Ciro Immobile, if you know he could score. If he could get going at the Euros.
Can he though? Let's
then
see.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If he doesn't, I don't think Italy do much. If he does, Italy is going to be. That's why they're my dark horse. It depends on Ciro Immobile.
I like him. I like him a lot.
Good shout. James.
I'm gonna go for the boys from Spain.
Ooh,
That's a good show.
I got them going for
You know what,
my
man?
bracket.
nice.
Why?
Yeah, the Spaniards, they have like a decent, like, the bracket doesn't get too tricky for them. I think if they can make it out of their group, right, and they show that they're like a decent, and they can beat, because if they go to Poland, Sweden, Slovakia, those are teams that are all probably going to play very low blocks against them, and they're going to have a lot of possession, right? I think if they can stifle Poland with Lewandowski, if they can stifle the young Swedes, I think Slovakia should be an easy win for them, more than likely. I think they have some young, exciting players, some fresh blood in the squad, and I think Laporte is a pretty good addition. Like, he's a good center back.
Yeah.
He didn't get a lot of football this season. That's really the only concern. He didn't really get a lot of football.
He's still
But
top.
Pau Torres from Villarreal as well had a great season, great defender. But like Dan was saying, the only thing that worries me about that Spain team is kind of the goalkeeping situation. You don't know what you're gonna get. You know, some of these other teams, like you look at, let's say Italy, or you look at Germany, where you have like kind of like a good solid keeper. With Spain, you don't know if it's gonna be De Gea. You don't know if it's gonna be Simon from Bilbao. You don't know what you're gonna get. But I think they have, like, you know, the makings of a cheeky little run with these young talent, and one of those runs that puts them on the radar again going forward.
I like that.
I like their side of the bracket.
Definitely.
All right.
To finish off.
Yeah, so the last accolade here, right? Everyone went through? Everyone,
I don't think that.
I didn't pick my pick.
Yeah, Dan didn't do a dark horse yet.
go ahead.
If what Matt has his prediction on his table set as like Netherlands coming out first and having an easier route to the finals, then yeah, they're definitely a dark horse for me, because again, like they haven't really performed much since their 2010 World Cup performance finals.
2014, they went to semis. And then after that, downhill.
Yeah, right. So like 2014 was really the last really big shout, but they've had quality players for so long, but they haven't performed, man. They haven't been a solid team. But I feel like they could do it this year with young players like De Ligt, De Jong, really stepping up, playing that high level football, and really showing that they're worth the talk in everyone's mouth, kind of thing. So they definitely have the chance to go as far as they possibly can, maybe quarters, semis. So definitely a dark horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that's that.
All
And
right.
that's what, 2 for Netherlands, Italy,
Turkey.
Spain,
2 Turkey.
2 turkeys, right?
Yeah.
All right. And so the last and final one, possibly the biggest one, most important one, the winner. Who's gonna win? Who's winning it all?
You go.
Oh man, I feel like most of us are gonna have this answer here. I think it's gotta be France, man.
Put your hand up
Like
if you're France.
3. Okay.
Give your claim. Give your claim.
Yeah, so like we probably mentioned before on other podcasts and whatnot, France had the deepest squad. Some of the best players in the world, of course. Man like Kante coming off a great season, Mbappe coming off a great season, Benzema coming off a great season. Like that whole squad is stacked, man. Like the defense is unreal as well. Just goalkeeper, pretty much. Maybe you could discount the goalie, but defense,
You got some good games.
the
man.
forward line, just unreal. It's hard to count out France this tournament here, bro.
Yeah.
It's got to be France.
What about you other France lads? A couple of you other guys pick France?
Like
Matt
Matt just
just
basically
said, yeah.
said everything. The only thing I would just reiterate and even more is just Benzema, man. That presence. We all know Giroud is just class. Giroud was good for France, but he's not the same as Benzema, and he'll never be the same. Benzema offers so much more as an outlet, creatively wise. Play those one-two passes, be that off that wall pass to Mbappe or Griezmann as well. He has so much more more in his pocket or like in his bag. You know what I mean? He can finish, which Giroud didn't do in the World Cup last time. So I think they just have more variety. So that's my shot.
No, for sure. Even with myself, like they have the depth, right? If a player is not doing well, they have players like Coleman on the bench, Lamar, midfielders, defenders who can really step up and like just put just as much.
Coleman's
more.
going to start, no?
Is he starting?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Might.
If they're running a 4-3-3, I don't know if they will or will not. I don't
Coleman
know.
will start.
We'll see. But yeah, they have the depth.
Either way.
So it looks like we lost a couple guys here. It's okay. They're gonna be back soon. Oh, are they back? Hey, boys.
Hey, yo.
But yeah. So what about you, Chris? What's your thought? What do you think is gonna be next?
Winner, chicken dinner. I got Germany to win it all.
Yeah.
Germany, eh?
Crazy
I
shit.
think they're a very underrated team this year. Like a very underrated team.
They are
Like
underrated a bit.
bringing in Thomas Muller and Mats Hummels is such a huge thing because now with Mats Hummels that stirs up their defense, which was probably their weakest link in that team. They got their midfield is disgusting with Toni Kroos, Gundogan, Kimmich, Goretzka, and now they got Thomas Muller at the cam with Havertz as a substitute as a cam. They have Timo Werner, who's we all say that he's like a terrible player and all, like he's a bad
He
finisher.
creates danger,
But
man. He just won the Champions
He
League.
does create as much as we signed him. He
It's
creates a lot.
It's what he does off the ball.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they got like Leroy Sané, who's like he plays good sometimes he doesn't. But I think that whole middle part of the team is just structured so nicely that it might end up in a far run into this tournament.
They're bloody good, aren't they?
Man.
Bloody decent.
I'll go then.
As the
Jay.
gyms.
So for my pick, yeah.
This team?
No, it's coming home. It's coming home.
England.
Oh baby, it's coming home.
No, it's
Nah.
not.
England
it's
are
not.
gonna win. England are gonna win their first Euro ever.
You think?
And why is
Yeah.
that, brother?
Bloody good team to be fair.
Gareth Southgate's gonna lead that side to a final.
Didier
That's the thing.
Deschamps isn't a good coach either.
Never know.
I don't know, bro.
But yeah, so Harry Kane, he is now a playmaker, not just a goal scorer, which is crazy. The midfield is bloody good. You got Mason Mount, Declan Rice, which is they've been playing together since they were 8 years old. Blood.
That's
The
true.
fullbacks are great. I really like the fullbacks. I like Shaw, and whether it's Trippier or Reece James, I like them. And they're just the wingers are just so talented too, and I like their team, and I love a magical run, and I want to see it from bloody England.
Like the thing is, like
It is
on
good.
paper, yes, it's a beautiful team. Like they deserve everything. Like on club level, they're all just stars in their team, starting every single game. They're starters, you know what I mean? But it's just the chemistry still. I feel like they deserve a couple more years to playing together as like a solid unit because again, they're still. How many years have they all been really playing in the national team together? It's kind of been like what 1 or 2 years.
And that's the thing.
Kinda.
That's another thing with England. Like they have so much quality. So every
Yeah.
every time they have their international camps and stuff, it's different players coming in and out every time. It's whoever's in form. You'll never have an actual perfect or like, a team that know or play more with each other because there's always switches here and there. Look, Lingard was in for the camp, now he's out. We had Trent Alexander-Arnold in the camp, now he's out. There's always switches because they have so much talent. So there's not a consistent side. That might be a factor, in my opinion. We've seen England have amazing sides before. Look at the side when they had Lampard, Gerrard, Rooney, Ferdinand. That team was gross, but they couldn't do it.
Yep.
They couldn't do it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
That's a good shout, though.
Those guys just didn't like each other, though.
Yeah.
These guys are different. They love each other.
They're young lads.
They're boys.
Yeah, there's camaraderie there.
They've all played pro clubs together. They know how to play as a team.
Yeah, Rashford tweeted a picture of him and Sancho. He's like, my brother with hearts beside and all that.
Wow.
Yeah, like you would even like if social media existed back then, you would not see Lampard like tweeting that about Gerrard. Never,
no.
bro.
But we'll see.
Nah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Even Foden and Mount, like they're one of the biggest competitions right now in the Premier League. Right, playing
And they're still
coming
chilling.
up against in the Champions League finals. Like all of these games they played against each other, and they're still like, I'm sure they
still
have that
brothers.
chemistry, right? So
Yeah. That's a really good shout. Well, the only factor, in my opinion, that can mess that up is the chemistry of them not playing together for that long, And there's so many quality players. So, like, even with Southgate, like, you don't know what he's going to do. One game he might play Mount, one game he might play Foden. He can interchange so much, which can affect the chemistry.
a lot of his
and the
players
morale.
are very versatile. You know what I mean? Like you can come play different formations every single game, and just really change up his style of play depending on their competition they come up against. And it'll be difficult, but again, on paper they're a team. They're magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shout. James?
Who's next?
I think it's who else is left? Just me.
I think
You
it's
are-
Chris.
I went.
Oh, yeah,
Just-
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with Spatty, man. I think it's gonna be the Germans.
the boys on your
At
chest.
the end of the day, man, when it comes to these tournaments, you need players that are gonna perform in big games. And I think maybe bar France,
That's why they're there.
I don't think there's another team. I don't think there's another team in the tournament that has as many big game players as Germany. You just saw Warner and Havertz causing havoc in the Champions League final. You have a player like Thomas Muller who's put his stamp on so many big games. A player like Kimmich that lives and breathes to play in big games. So I think, man, like if they can get out of that group, the group I think is going to be the hardest part. You get out of that group with those other two big dogs, and you get yourself in a decent position to have a good run. But I think when it comes to those big games, when you have like those two like heavyweight teams going neck and neck, I think that's when those players like Muller, like Kimmich, like Hummels, they're going to really stand above the rest because they've done it before. They won the World Cup. They've won Champions League finals.
Champions League finals
You know
every
what I mean?
time.
You know what I mean? This is like, it's baby food for them. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's when I think you're going to see a team like Germany, even though on paper, talent-wise, you could see teams like England have more paper on talent, but I haven't seen a lot of those players do it in big games. I haven't seen Harry Kane do it in any big game. I've seen Harry Kane bottle in big games how many times? I haven't seen anybody in that back line do it in big games. I haven't seen their keeper do it in big games. So there's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of talent, but there's a lot of question marks. And at the end of the day, the one biggest question mark, too, I think, is the coaching, too. I don't know if that guy has it, man. He has a lot of talent at his disposal, but I don't know if he has it figured out. He has how many defenders coming to the Euros? Too many, I think, man. I think when he makes it out of the group, he's gonna make it out of the group. But when he comes up against whoever comes in second place in that group of death, I think he's gonna go defensive, and I think he's gonna bottle it.
Yep.
That's a huge
Awesome.
shout.
That's my early prediction.
A good shot for Germany too, because a lot of these players play together. You know what I mean? Playing in the same league, similar football.
Same teams, too. Like,
Same
most of them
teams.
play for Bayern.
Bayern or
Right.
Dortmund, right? But like that's
Bayern
the
or
thing.
Chelsea.
But that's the thing too.
Yeah,
Like
you literally have Bayern, Chelsea, Dortmund on the pitch.
That's why.
you have these players who are, you can say, are younger, but they still play like they've been playing football for 30 plus years. Like their experience is high. Like for Kimmich, Goretzka, their striker Mueller still putting in the work at his age.
Exactly. Like you said.
They're mature players.
Kimmich
Like,
has more experience in these big games than Harry Kane does. Take that in. So that just shows you right there.
Yeah.
You don't need to be experienced as an age. Just experience in these finals, knowing that you can be in these finals and play in these finals. Like, that's a lot. And that's a good shout from James, actually, yeah.
That's true. I can't doubt the bloody man shaft. That's a good pick, 100%. But another angle to look at it, let's say France, you need a bloody goal, you have Benzema, Mbappe. Portugal, you need a bloody goal, Ronaldo. England, you need a bloody goal, you could rely on Harry Kane. Germany, you need a bloody goal. Who?
Thomas Muller, baby.
Thomas Muller. No, Mats Hummels, 90th minute corner.
You can find goals in that team, man.
You can.
I think the one thing, man, in international tournaments, especially when it gets to the grittier games, there's not going to be a lot of goals. It's going to be a bloodbath. You know, it's going to be about winning battles in the midfield. It's going to be, you know, those crucial moments where the player just finds himself in the right space at the right time, and you know what I mean. Like, that's why in a lot of international tournaments you don't see like one player having like 10, 15 goals in a tournament. You know what I mean? You just don't see like a lot of goals from one individual player because it comes down to like a team effort. And that's why I think a lot of times you see those teams winning with a few players here, a few players there chipping in with their goals, but they're crucial goals.
Good show.
Yeah.
It's not individuality anymore. It's just every single player is willing to offer so much.
Good shouts, for sure.
That's that.
Yeah.
What's up, Matt?
I just can't wait to see
Poland.
Can't wait to see Poland make the semifinal.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Hey, man. With Lewandowski, anything's possible, bro.
I don't know about that.
Just get the man some service,
Hey,
bro.
if Spain have that easy route, Poland does too. They're in the same group.
True.
Yeah, but they got to make it out of the group. The group's not as bad as you think. Like Sweden,
No,
and
I know it's a decent group. I'm not.
Sweden's decent, and Slovakia are not terrible either.
Yeah, neither are Wales and Turkey, bud.
I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for Poland's like.
And the Swiss too, bro. There's no guarantee Italy are making.
Bro, why did we go to Italy? We're talking about Poland.
The Swiss lads too, you're
I'm
right.
just saying, bro.
Chris,
it's
for the content. It's for the content.
It's for the content, bro.
Well, everything
loves
goes
to
back
see
to Italy.
Christopher getting. Everybody loves to see an agitated Christopher, bro.
Italy are my second favorite team to win. So
Yeah.
I'm over Italy. Don't worry.
Really. I'm Italian.
All right, so that's all the accolades then. I think we'll save our tournament predictor for our live stream midweek.
Mhm.
And you guys can join our match predictor league and our Euro 2020 fantasy league. I believe we have links in our link tree
And in the bio,
and in the
in
bio.
the description
In the
below.
bio, baby.
Yeah, so you
I
guys
put
can
it
get
up. I
involved
put
with
it up
that.
on the screen as well, so you guys can take a look here. And again, just take a little screenshot if you guys want, and it'll be there for you guys. Just join. It's a match predictor league, and there's also the fantasy league. So the fantasy league is gonna be more like you have 100 million to spend and build your squad, and then there's instructions there. But the match predictor is every match day, right?
Yeah. And there's going to be some prizes.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to win some prizes to be announced soon. But man, let's just get excited for the Euros. 1 week, less than a week left.
Yeah, drop in and compete with the boys. If you think you know ball, just drop in. See if you could take us
You
on.
think
You
you
know?
know some footy?
Yeah, man.
Take us on, brother. All right, guys.
Hey, man, and don't forget too, we potentially have some South American content.
Yes,
Pending.
soon. We're gonna
If the
wait till that
tournament
starts
goes
up.
We're gonna have
If
some-
it
have some
happens,
good prediction. We're gonna do this exact same thing for the Copa America if it happens.
Pending some political
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah. So with that, that's episode 37 of the Footy Culture Podcast.
Euros,
Thanks,
baby.
y'all, for
Premier
listening.
episode.
Thank you for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, get involved, follow us on all our socials at the Footy Culture. You know the deal. We're the culture.
Poland will go farther than Italy.
Damn!
I snuck it in.